All right, a pitcher throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. What is the speed in feet per second? So knowing, or once you get comfortable with ratios, you're going to eventually come across a point where you want to convert between different systems of measurement. For example, you might be measuring something in feet and you want to know, well, what is that in meters or kilometers, right? The sciences and engineering often go back and forth between those two systems. In other parts of the world, every other part of the world except for the United States and maybe somewhere else uses the metric system. So knowing how to convert back and forth between that is going to involve being comfortable understanding ratios. So we use this example here to kind of just introduce it. Don't worry if it doesn't make sense. But so we got 100 miles per hour. So let's take the 100 miles part here first. And let's convert that to feet because we want to go from miles per hour to feet per second. So if you don't know, there is, or I should say, there are 5,280 feet per mile. So if we want to convert the 100 miles to how many feet is that, we would multiply the number of miles by this this ratio here, actually, this whole thing. So we would take 100 times 5,280. Actually, you don't even need a calculator for this. You'll get 52800, so 528,000 feet. So 100 miles is equivalent to 528,000 feet. All right, well, we have per hour. It was 100 miles per hour, so let's figure out what this 1 hour would be in seconds. And then we'll kind of combine our feet and seconds and get a rate there. So in 1 hour, we'll go at it one step at a time. There's going to be, 60 minutes in 1 hour. So there's one ratio. And then we could say that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So I'll take my 1 hour here and I'm going to multiply it by that ratio first. And that's going to give me 60 minutes. And then I'm going to multiply this 60 minutes here by the fact that there are 60 seconds for every 1 minute. So in 60 minutes, if we want to get that to seconds, that's going to be 3,600 seconds. So now that we've converted each of those two units, we can write this ratio in those two new units. So before it was 100 miles per 1 hour, 100 miles per hour. And now I've got 528,000 feet per 3,600 seconds, or 528,000 feet for every 3,600 seconds. So I will write that as a ratio. And then I'll write it as a, this is one way to express it. Let's write it as a fraction. Like that. And let's simplify this, right? I can cross out some zeros here, so I'll have 5,280, I should say, over 36. And then I'm just going to break out the calculator here. 5,280 divided by 36 is going to be 146.666 feet per 1 second. So a 100-mile-an-hour fastball is actually traveling 147 feet per second. So don't worry if this didn't quite make sense or this was kind of hard to follow. There's a lot going on here. Just understand what ratios are, the relationships between numbers. And with this last example here, understanding ratios, we can convert things expressed in one system or one set of units to another one. And just for fun, if this made sense and you want to take it a step further, the distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate is about 60 feet. How long is this ball going to take to travel from the mound to home plate? If you know how fast the ball is moving in feet per second and the distance is 60 feet, you're now in a position where you can figure out how long that's going to take. So give that a try if you're bored, or I don't know, go do something else if you'd rather not do that, which is probably what I do.